Welcome to this month's edition of Community Connection. I'm David Broski, Superintendent of Schools here in Clay County, and today we have a very important topic on the agenda. It is mental health and wellness. We know that mental health is not a topic we discuss once every year, but it's the very foundation of a person's well-being and thus their success within the school system and in life. With me today, I have Laura Fogarty, our Director of Climate and Culture, and Heather McDonald, our Supervisor of Mental Health. To start, I know we have just launched an exciting program in regards to mental health. Mrs. McDonald, can you tell us about that program?
I would love to. This summer we had the opportunity to partner with Flagler Health, who provides a program called BRAVE. And BRAVE is an acronym that stands for Be Resilient and Voice Emotions. We know that we have students and families who need to be connected to services. And we know that last year we had over 600 referrals for mental health assistance. In Florida, we also know that almost 65% of students with a depressive disorder don't receive services. So the goal of this program is to reduce that statistic for us here in Clay and make sure that our students and our families are connected with the services that they need.
Wow, that's a staggering number of students that need services, as well as a staggering percentage of students not being served. So I'm excited about this program and what it holds for our students in our county. Mrs. Fogarty, as the Director of Climate and Culture, can you speak to your overall vision and any new exciting initiatives?
Absolutely. This year our department is focused on two main things. One is to reduce the stigma surrounding mental health and to open the door of conversation with our students and with our staff and with our community. The second initiative comes from, we did a climate survey for our students and staff of March of 2021. And one thing that we learned from that survey was that our students in 7th and 9th grade do not feel a sense of well-being at their schools. So what we have done is we worked with all of our secondary schools and we created a transition program specifically targeted at our 7th and 9th graders. So each of those students was invited to participate in a transition program this summer at their new school. So surrounding that new school was activities that was geared towards study skills, stress management, and also, what do you need when you come to a new school? You need a map. So it provided our students with the ability to navigate campus and to learn their new surroundings during the summertime. And each and every student left with swag that was specifically for their school. So on the first day, nothing better than coming into your school with your new colors.
That is awesome. Thank you, Ms. Fogarty. Switching gears, Ms. McDonald, we know that teachers are on the front lines in helping to identify students that have needs. What should teachers specifically look for?
Sure. Well, like all of us have experienced lots of changes in our lives in the last 18 months. We've all experienced some level of loss, whether that's just a loss of normalcy or community, or maybe even a loved one. Our students are experiencing those things as well, and so they're coming to us. And we might see things like falling asleep in class. They might not be as interested as they used to be. They might appear to be a little more aggressive and might cry easily. And we know that we don't have bad students. They just sometimes make bad choices, and sometimes their behaviors aren't the best, and they don't always have control over that. So we encourage our teachers to talk with the student and see what's going on. We have fantastic staff in our schools. We have our school counselors and we have our school social workers that are available for additional supports. Each school has a student success team, and in those teams, we have the opportunity to get everyone to the table to look at how we can support a student when they need it. The school counselor will be there, an administrator will be there, the parent will be there, and sometimes the student, if it's appropriate, will be there. And they focus in on the student's strengths and how we can capitalize on those and look to overcome what's going on. And sometimes in those meetings, it becomes clear that the student needs an additional intervention. And in that case, we can do a mental health referral. That's where the BRAVE program comes in, because the program will connect that student and the family to the appropriate service that's needed. Sometimes that's out of school, sometimes that's in school. We also have 4 of our very own district mental health clinicians who see our students in our secondary schools And we are also very fortunate to have military life counselors who can address those needs that our military-connected students have.
That's awesome. So there's really a team of people that are helping children with mental health needs in Clay County, and we're very, very proud of that. Ms. Fogarty, can you tell us what about the training for teachers? What training do teachers go through relative to mental health?
So we use a program called Youth Mental Health First Aid. It's an internationally vetted, evidence-based program. And through that training, teachers can learn to identify when students are stressed, when they are showing signs of anxiety, and then help our scholars develop coping strategies and coping skills that will help them get through the day and get through life. So our training program is designed to help teachers identify stressors, identify anxiety, and how to help our students with their overall mental health well-being. And I think one of the things that we want people to know is that our students are not alone. We are not alone. We're all in this together, and we are here to help and support you with anything that you may need. But know that you can always reach out to a school counselor or a social worker.
Awesome. I encourage all parents out there to reach out to the school district, to their school principal, and to the entire staff in relation to their students' mental health need. We are here to help your student, and we have a bunch of compassionate and caring individuals. Just remember, it's one team, one goal, one Clay. Thank you for tuning in to this month's edition of Community Connections.